Hello everyone, good morning. It's Michelle. I am here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, as you can see by the sign. And actually before we head in, I wanted to show you some little details out here at the front entrance that people walk right by and don't usually see. So I'm gonna give people a little time to join. Hello, good, people are starting to join. Good morning, Jumbo. Welcome from Animal Kingdom. I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning. I'm very happy that the weather decided to cooperate, because when I checked last night, it said that there was a chance of a thunderstorm at 10 a.m. Well, it is 10 a.m. now, and it is blue sky, and it is beautiful right now. So, not a storm cloud in sight. So hopefully that will continue to happen. Hello, Grace. Hello, Caroline. Hello, Mark. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Aurora. You have a very Disney name. Hello, Lee. Hi, welcome. I am live from Disney's Animal Kingdom right now, and before we actually scan our magic band and head inside, hello, Peyton. I'm going to show you some little details outside the front entrance that you might have not even noticed. So you can see right on the main sign where it says Disney's Animal Kingdom, there is an elephant here. One of the sections is Africa. That's actually going to be the first place that we head to today. We're going to start with Kilimanjaro safaris and then work our way through Asia and over to Pandora, so it should be pretty fun. But I'm going to take you right over here actually for a second. As you can see over here, there is a dragon head up here. And as some of you may or may not know, they do have the safety reminders going off as well too. Everyone needs to keep their face mask on except actively eating and drinking. Oh, I'm so happy it's so pretty today. You're welcome. So over here we actually have a dragon head. Some of you may or may not know, part of this was supposed to be called Beastly Kingdom, and it was supposed to include mythological creatures as well, mythical creatures. So over here you see the dinosaurs, and obviously, but you see some mythical creatures mixed in there as well as a dragon head. Jumbo! And then over here, on this side, there is a Triceratops, which is for Dinoland USA. So you can see which section of the park, but they did keep the dragon over there, even though Beastly Kingdom never came to fruition. So just a little thing that you might not notice on your way in. It's just a few little details. I like pointing out all the little details if I can. And rumor has it that when that project was dropped in the early 2000s, 9/11 had to do a lot with it and funding for it. So some of those Imagineers actually went over to, if you can see the similarity in the face, those Imagineers actually ended up going over to Universal and helped work on Wizarding World. And there's a very notable dragon over there as well that looks quite similar to this one. So let's head on inside. We're gonna see lots of special little details on our way in. Let me tilt this down a little bit. There we go. Oh, the sky is just so beautiful today. I'm so happy the weather cooperated. They're playing the Lion Kingdom soundtrack right now. Hello! I'll scan my magic band and we'll head on in. I do have a reservation for today. How are you? Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna head in. We're gonna go to the left, and we are going to go straight to the safari. I like to try to do the safari early in the morning because that's when the animals are the most active. If you do it towards the middle of the day or later in the day, they just want to sleep. Hello! So over here, when you first enter the park, you're going to pass through something called the Oasis, and there are a lot of little animal exhibits that are very carefully blended into, organically blended. Oh, look at this beautiful bird right here. Hi. Hello there, sweetheart. So, they're the roseate spoonbills. They're absolutely beautiful. The pink ones you see are the roseate spoonbill. There's one actually right over here, who I don't want to disturb, but they're so beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna look for the pontoon boat today. I don't know if I'll be able to see them. But as you're walking through, and there's the entrance to Rainforest Cafe, which is not open at the moment, but as you walk through the Oasis, you'll see some really, really organically blended in animal exhibits. It doesn't even feel like you're walking through an animal exhibit. It just feels like you're walking through the jungle. And as you can also see by the Oasis, there are a lot of water features and waterfalls and when this was originally designed, there wasn't even supposed to be a map. You were just supposed to explore and find your own way. And after a while, it became obvious that as a theme park, that wasn't really conducive. So they had to actually make maps. But it was designed, in fact, with the idea that you would just find your own way. So if you get lost when you're in Animal Kingdom, like I do a lot, it's not your fault. That was actually kind of the idea. But if you have a dining reservation to make or fast pass to make, when there are fast passes, it's not exactly it's not exactly the best thing to happen. So, but over here, there's lots of little bridges and waterfalls, like this rope bridge right over here. You can pass through this tunnel. Whoops, somebody dropped their magic band. Uh-oh. I'll have to tell a cast member when I see them. So there's a little water bridge that goes right under a waterfall. You go through a cave. Keep reception over here. There's a nice little area to rest if it gets too hot. I'm gonna tell this cast member that I just found a magic band over there. I'm gonna do my part. Hi, excuse me. Someone actually dropped a magic band on the other side on the bridge. They dropped one over there. You're welcome. I just figured if somebody lost it, they should know where it is. So over here, see the water? This is where I believe the pontoon boats go by. But I don't see anybody right now, so we'll just keep walking. So as we make our way through the Oasis, we're going to see the Tree of Life, which is absolutely beautiful. And then this area is known as Discovery Island. And it originally opened as Safari Village, but so many people got confused and said, "Where's the Safari Village? I can't find the village. I can't find the safari. Where's the safari?" That they changed the name. But you can see there are different aquatic animals. There's bears. There's a lot of contrasting animals that are on display, and a lot of that has to do with the story behind Discovery Island. Is that it was it pretty much came about because there was a great flood, a great storm that brought all these different cultures together. They couldn't keep living where they were living, so they all came to this island for refuge from all over, and that's why there's such a blending of all these different cultures that normally, different architectural styles and animals and stuff that normally wouldn't live together, but they do on Discovery Island. And it's Discovery Island because everyone's discovering each other's cultures. So I think that that's really cool. So here's Island Mercantile, like you see the elephants up there. And there was a Discovery Island on property. There used to be one too. That used to be over by the Contemporary, which used to be Treasure Island way, way, way back in the day. So here is the Tree of Life. It's an absolutely beautiful day. And it is said that the villagers that lived here, it started out as villagers and then became islanders once it changed to Discovery Island. They are the ones that carved all the individual animals into the tree. So that's the story that goes with Discovery Island. And you can see some of the, and then over here you can see, instead of saying cast members only, it says islanders only, because the cast members that work here are the islanders that live here and work on the island. So we're gonna see a bunch of different animals up here carved into the wood. So beautiful. I don't want to get in anybody's picture, but I want to show you guys this stuff. I love Animal Kingdom. It's so calming. Hello, Elise. I hope everyone had fun at trivia last night. I know I did. So we're gonna make our way back over this way. They're even carved into the lamppost, which is really beautiful. It's got the monkeys, birds. And these are very helpful when you're in Animal Kingdom because it's very difficult to get lost. The newer face mask? Sure, I can check for you. Good morning, good morning. So we're gonna head back this way. We're gonna head over to the safari. So yeah, whenever I hear Discovery Island, I just think of the old Discovery Island. I used to love to go over there, look at the birds. And It's really pretty. So if you head down this way, you're gonna go to Pandora. We're gonna head up this way. We're gonna go to Africa first. And as I said in my last stream when I was at Animal Kingdom, it's very important to know where first aid is. And there is a first aid station right over here. Once we get up to Creature Comforts, this is where you're gonna find first aid as well. I hope you do participate because it's a lot of fun. And here is the Tree of Life Garden. Since we're over here, we can actually just take a quick look through here. I haven't been over here in a very long time. So they've got the Peruvian shark catfish over here. They also have the plexiglass up here so you can't stick your hand in there. So this is the garden that goes back here behind. It's very quiet back here. There's nobody back here. If I didn't know if I was supposed to be here, I'd think that I wasn't supposed to be here. Nice little cave right here. So I think if we keep walking, we're going to be getting into the it's tough to be a bug queue line. So we don't want to watch that right now. We're going to go to the safari. So we'll head back out this way. The temperature right now is actually pretty nice. There was supposed to be a thunderstorm around 10 a.m. The rest of the day is supposed to be clear, but no thunderstorm. Skies are clear. It's about 85, I think. It was about 85 when I got out of the car, but with the humidity and everything, it feels closer to like 95. And then once it gets to be the middle of the day, when it's the hottest part of the day, it'll probably feel about 103. So I hope to be inside at that part of the day. So we'll head back over this way. This is also where you'll find Rafiki's Planet Watch. So Creature Comforts is a Starbucks, and it's also where you can find a telephone. Baby care is here. If lost parents, lost parents are here, and first aid, because the children are never lost. The children know where they're going. It's the parents that are lost. The kids have to find the parents. So as you're walking through, you'll see all kinds of exhibits as we head through into Africa. Oh, it's very nice here in the shade. I love coming here in the morning. If you can come to Animal Kingdom, try to come, good morning, try to come in the early morning right when it opens. I did not get here right at opening. It opened at 8 today. Didn't get here until about 9:45. So, but I would still consider this early. Pretty much before noon is a good time to visit the Animal Kingdom. If you want to stay cool and if you want the animals to be the most active. It is very dead. I was like the only person pulling through the turnstile at 9:45. So Festival of the Lion King is still closed. Finding Nemo is still closed. But Tamu Tamu over here. Tamu actually means, in Swahili, it means either delicious or sweet. And if you say something twice, it's like putting the word very in front of it. So this is either called very sweet eats or very delicious eats. So Tamu Tamu means very delicious. I've never eaten there, but I just think it's a cute name, Tamu Tamu. So we are now in the Harambe Village. And there are warnings for poachers everywhere. If you look at all the little details. So there's the Wild Africa Trek. Kilimanjaro safaris. Sweet. It has a wait time of about 15 minutes, so let's go. I know that they're not doing Flights of Wonder. They're doing like a modified Flights of Wonder.
Thank you for your patience and understanding.
Okay, there must be an animal on the tracks. They just apologized and thanked them for their apologized for the inconvenience. So last time I was here, I got here right at 8. I was one of the first people to get on, but there was an animal that wouldn't get off the tracks. So it ended up taking much longer. But I love all the little details of the safari booking office. The walls are all hand painted. I'll be back soon. We will be journeying about Symbol 1 today. And all kinds of alerts about poachers. It feels like summer camp in here. Like it just has that like outdoor cabin feeling. And this was a part of the original safari, Big Red and Little Red. And the original storyline was kind of dark, but so they ended up changing it, and then they took the poaching. The only time you will really hear about poaching is if the guide mentions it while you're driving around or during the pre-show in the queue. You'll hear poaching. But there used to be a whole poaching storyline that they ended up taking out completely. So we're just gonna wait out here. You can hear all the little animal sounds. As a camp counselor, that scene was accurate. I was a camp counselor as well, and I definitely get a camp vibe whenever I'm here. Hi Chloe, welcome. We are currently waiting in the queue for Kilimanjaro safaris. The queue is a little bit longer than it was the last time I was here, but it seems to be moving quickly. A lot of it also has to do with the social distancing measures that they have in place. People aren't as packed in as close to each other as they used to, so it gives the illusion the line is longer even if it isn't, and we're constantly moving, so it's not so bad. John, I also prefer the new version as well. I really just want to see the animals. There was a big trend in the mid-90s with attractions, whether it be a Disney or Universal, where it was, hi guys, welcome to this completely routine thing that we do every day. Oh no, something's gone completely wrong. Oh, don't worry, we fixed it. Like, it's a pretty common storyline for a lot of like dinosaurs like that. And it's just like a lot of Honey, I Shrunk the Audience was like that. So it's just, I prefer to not have all that. I just prefer to see the animals. And I love it because it's different every time. Oh no! Well, they used to have guns on the Jungle Cruise. They've since taken those out, and now they just scream like "I love you" at the hippos to get them to move. And then here's the pre-show.
Does not use the large upper tusks as one might expect. It is the sharp lower tusks that can inflict lethal damage on the predator.
Lethal damage.
The upper tusks are digging
You can see how the
used to excavate burrows.
explorers keep all of their stuff up here.
Harambe is rich with bird life. Keep your eyes out for some of these species. Corey busted. Secretary.
Little thatched roof over there. The Lion King show is not open. Oh, you're on the way here? That's great. Oh, they have one of these at the, this is the African horned, can't remember what it's called. Ah, someone tell me. They have one of these in the animal show at Universal as well. African crowned bird. I think they just said it and I didn't hear it. My favorite animal to see, I love giraffes. I think giraffes are adorable. I love the baby giraffes. They're so cute. Oh, yep, you can see the vehicles over here. They're going down this way. So yeah, it's partly because of, especially with the Animal Kingdom, with the Festival of the Lion King show, it's definitely difficult with the social distancing. In that particular show, you're really packed in there. Not so much with Finding Nemo, but there's also currently a dispute going on with the unions about the safety regulations for the union members that perform in the shows for actors' equity. So as soon as that gets all worked out, hopefully the shows will start again. It does look like the tiki room. I'll tilt it down a little more. Oh, your favorite is zebras. That's great. So we're making our way through the queue. It's so peaceful in here in the morning. It's a completely different vibe from Magic Kingdom or Epcot. Especially in the morning. It's so nice. Oh, the giraffes are your favorite too. They're so cute.
For your safety, please keep your face covering on at all times. Please keep your party together. Abide by the queue markings and maintain physical distancing between your party and others. Remember to wash your hands frequently throughout your visit.
Hi, John.
Or use
Good morning.
the sanitizer dispensing units provided. Thank you.
I like how they have it piped through. It almost sounds like the Jungle Cruise. They have it on the the PA system. That's neat. I like when they take things like that and work it into the theming. So we're making our way through the queue. This would normally be the Fast Pass queue, but there's no Fast Pass right now. So we're making our way to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. And this is when there was an animal stuck on the tracks. We made it through very quickly, but this is where I stood in my last stream. Well, they tried to coerce like a, I can't remember exactly what it was, but there was an animal stuck on the tracks. So I was chewing this room for a good 20 minutes. I know. Years of academy training wasted, because that was always our big thing, was please fill in all available space. Please fill in all available space. Stopping in the middle is distinctly unpatriotic. So I can actually, I'm kind of in between two windows right now. Once we move up a little bit, I can show you. Look out the window. Remember, litter can seriously injure wildlife. Please do not drop any film cases, paper wrapping, or rubbish from your vehicle. You see the loading for the vehicles is right down here. That's where we're headed. And don't ask them to leave the motorable tracks, because this causes harm to the vegetation and the scenery. So, excuse me, could you take a shortcut? I'd like to see the lions. So don't disturb or feed animals. Don't discard any litter. Don't destroy any vegetation. And don't leave the road. They have these up as well. These are new. When they reopened Animal Kingdom, they have a partition here as well. Plexiglass. Please do not touch. So, pretty sure there are fingerprints all over it. Oh, it's totally worth it. Keeps the picture very smooth. It's very easy to go from side to side. So we are just about to load. We have just a few more parties in front of us. Zone 1 and Zone 2. I'm so excited to see the animals! Yay! I'm going to name them all. No, I won't do that. We are currently in the load area, and there is a poaching alert. So make sure to report any poaching you see. Sorry, I lost you guys for a little bit. I'm back. I was in the dead zone. Ooh, I am the first one to load the next vehicle. That's cool. I wonder if I'll be in the front row. They have all these please wait here. If you guys haven't been back to Disney World since this, they have the please wait here signs. They are 6 feet apart. And they also have the partitions in as well. Just for a little extra safety. Okay. We are waiting for clearance at the moment. Sorry, I'm in kind of a dead spot. As soon as I get on the vehicle, I shouldn't have any trouble with my reception. I like that they put that. Please be considerate. Do not block the view of others while snapping photographs. I will do my best to do that. I don't want to block anybody's view. I want to give you guys a great view, but not at the expense of somebody else. Eat? Okay, thank you. Okay. I'm at the back, so it's probably going to be kind of bumpy. But the good news is that I should get the whole the row to myself, which is good. Excellent. Okay, here we go. Great. I have the whole row to myself, so I can slide back and forth to give you guys the best view. Right now it's just trees. Okay, there we go. And I have no one behind me, so I'm not going to be blocking anybody with my gimbal. Excellent. Hands, arms, feet, and legs, and gimbal. Please don't drop the gimbal. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Michael. Yeah. I'll just keep fiddling with it until I can get it to work.
Asante Sana Warden. As we like to say here, Harambe Twin Day, which means let's go. So make sure everybody's staying seated, please. Alright, as long as everybody's seated, we'll say Twin Day now, and let's go.
Here we go.
So, Jumbo friends, welcome to Kilimanjaro Safari.
Jumbo.
My name is Kirsten. I'll be your safari guide for today's journey through the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. While we are moving, please make sure everybody's keeping all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck at all times. Also, all face coverings are fully on. That means over the nose and down to your chin. And while we are moving, please also make sure everybody's staying fully and completely seated. So please, no standing. If you do plan on taking any photos or videos, go ahead and get those cameras and phones ready to go. We're not able to stop to take. We're not able to stop for every single animal, and those animals certainly don't stop for us. So just make sure you have your cameras out and ready to go.
Sometimes they stop too much.
But while we are waiting for the all clear from the warden, if you look up above your heads, there is an animal spotting guide up there that lets you know if some of those
Sanitizing the
animals
one
are we
behind
might
me.
see while we're out there today. Might not see them all just due to sleeping habits or migration patterns, but we usually get pretty lucky while we're out there.
They have these up as well too. They have these, it's like these screens that are tied to the vehicles now. And here are some of the animals that we're going to be seeing today. The vehicle in front of us just copy all clear. We should be going momentarily. Here's the vehicle behind us.
Copy. Okapis do have some pretty distinctive stripes on their back legs. They look like they're wearing zebra pants, but they're not related to zebras at all. They're one of the only known relatives to giraffes. They have a prehensile tongue like giraffes do, so they're able to grasp at things with their tongue almost if it were like a finger. The okapis are also very good at hiding. They really were not discovered in Africa by Western settlers until about 1901. Before that, they were just thought to have been a myth. On the left-hand side, there is a black rhino that's laying down. So black rhinos have pointed upper lips, and their pointed upper lip is also prehensile, so they're able to grasp at things with their lip, just like the okapi can with its tongue. They're usually a little more solitary than most other rhinos, so you'll typically see them by themselves. Now, unfortunately, rhinos are poached for their horns because some people think their horns have medicinal properties. They're really made out of keratin. That's what your hair and fingernails are made out of. Out on the right-hand side, before you see the orangey ones, also there's a grayish one back up on the hill. That's a greater kudu. But the more rusty orangey-colored animals are bongos. The bongos do have some pretty big horns. They don't really stand straight up. Instead, their horns curve slightly back towards their heads. That's so they don't get stuck in the trees and bushes. They're another animal that's pretty good at hiding, and they get the nickname the ghosts of the forest.
The ghosts of the forest.
Well, we are going to go ahead and start leaving the Little Turi Forest, and that means we're heading towards the Safi River. And as you might be able to guess from that name, at the Safi River, we are now going to look for animals that live in or around the water.
bumpy back here. 8th row is bumpy.
So over on the left-hand side, there is a group of hippos in the water over here. A group of hippos like that is called a bloat. So that is a bloat of hippos. It looks like some of them might still be sleeping. They are able to hold their breath 6 to 8 minutes at a time, even when they're sleeping. They have a mechanism in their brain that helps bob their body up and down to keep getting air without even having to wake up to do so. They can close off their nostrils and their ears to help out with holding that breath. The large white birds throughout the area, especially on the island, are pink-backed pelicans. I know they don't look pink at first glance, but they do turn pink during mating seasons. That's how they get their name. And it's not their feathers, it's their skin that will turn the pink color, almost like they're blushing. As we do continue through the Safi River, just make sure everybody's still staying fully and completely seated. We are going to cross over a bridge. It gets a little bit bumpy. So especially here, please no standing. Big reason why, out on the left-hand side, those are Nile crocodiles. You can tell those are crocodiles, not alligators, because even with their mouths shut, they have a very toothy grin with the 4th tooth sticking all the way out. They can weigh as much as about 500 pounds, and they can eat half their body weight in just 1 meal. So that does mean that 500-pound crocodile can eat about 250 pounds worth of food at one time. Oh. But they don't eat all the time. They can have their lunch meal, and then they can go a couple months without eating again. Now the crocodiles are definitely some pretty dangerous animals, but they can be gentle when they need to be. When it's time for their little ones to hatch, they will roll their eggs around in their mouths to help soften up the eggshells, and it makes it a lot easier for them to hatch. This time on your right-hand side, you are going to see a very large tree. It kind of looks like it's upside down, and it gets the nickname the upside down tree for how it looks. But its real name is a Baobab tree, just out to the right. Baobab trees are super important for animals, especially during droughts. There's a sponge-like texture on the inside that holds a very large amount of water. So the animals can pierce the bark with their tusks or horns, and it helps give them water when there's none in their home at the time. And because of that, it gains a second nickname, where it can also be called the Tree of Life. We have just entered the savannah, or also called the Serengeti grasslands. And this overlook we're on right now, this is one of the best views out in the reserve, especially with all those giraffes out there. Well, let's get closer up to them. Now before we do get pretty close to some of those animals up here, you can kind of see how the different animals here have shaped the way the land looks. If you look at the underneath of the leaves of the trees all the way across, you don't really see the leaves going past a certain point. They all stop at the same spot all the way across. That's all thanks to those giraffes. That tells you the highest point the tallest giraffe in the area can reach. And they do help out the ecosystem by eating those leaves because more sunlight comes through to the grass. But the grass does not overgrow because of grazing animals like these zebras, or also cattle and antelope. These zebras are Hartman's mountain zebras. There are a few ways to know that. So the first way immediately to know is if you look at their bellies, their stripes don't go across their bellies. They also have very small hooves, makes it easier for them to travel up and down the mountains. Their stripes on their hindquarters are very thick, and they have a skin flap that hangs from their neck called a dewlap. Those dewlaps help regulate their body temperature so they don't get too hot or too cold as they change altitude in the mountains. On the left-hand side, these are African wild dogs. They can also be called African painted dogs because of the unique markings that they have in their fur.
Oh, they're sleeping. Babies.
They have very close-knit packs, and they use that close-knit pack to pursue their prey until the prey is just too tired to continue, giving them a higher success rate at hunting than big cats like lions or cheetahs have. On the right, of course, there's a giraffe very close to us. It is a Maasai giraffe. They have very messy-like spots in their pattern, whereas reticulated giraffes have clean, crisp lines around their spots. So easy to remember if you think of it as messy for Maasai. We are going to let the zebra up ahead go ahead and cross the road up here.
The zebra's crossing the road. The zebras are rare. And a giraffe.
A group of zebras like this that we've gone around now is known as a dazzle. So it's a dazzle of zebras. We are going to keep going through the savannah a little bit further up here though, and we are going to pass by some termite mounds as we do. So there's one on the right, but there's a huge one coming up on the left-hand side. Those termite mounds are made out of saliva, dirt, and dung. So probably not so great for us. It's not super appealing, but animals like giraffes or even rhinos and elephants like to use them basically as big back scratchers. And out to the right-hand side up here, that's a really good view of that one giraffe where it kept reaching up for the leaves of it using that prehensile tongue that we talked about before. If you do get a chance to see any of their tongues, it probably looks like a purplish blue color. That's so they don't get sunburn on their tongues as they eat at the high points of the trees. And those tongues get to about 21 inches long. Super useful for them to reach the leaves up high, but not only for that, the giraffes also can lick their own eyeballs.
Mmm, delicious. Like a baby. Like a baby.
The cattle that are coming up on the right-hand side with the really big horns are Ankoli cattle. The Ankoli cattle's horns are another way for animals to help, this animal specifically, to help regulate their body temperature. So those horns are very large, but they're basically hollow on the inside. They're made out of a honeycomb-like structure, and it makes it easier for blood to flow through. As blood flows through those horns, it takes the heat from their bodies and pushes it out through the tips of the horns so they don't get overheated. Almost like they have portable AC units on the tops of their heads. Out on the right, the tiny little antelope out there, they kind of look like s'mores on sticks. Those are
S'mores on
springbok.
sticks. That's awesome.
Springbok are only about 3 feet tall, full grown, but they can still jump 6 to 8 feet high.
Springboks, they prompt.
And the more grayish animals are white-bearded wildebeest. The wildebeest do like all the rainy weather that's been around lately. They like to migrate according to rainstorms, and they follow rainstorms up to about 1,000 miles per year. They can be in a group as big as about 1.5 million of them traveling together for that long, and if they do, it's known as the Great Migration. On the right-hand side, there's an African elephant.
Oh, there it is, back there.
So elephants are animals that do have matriarch systems, so their herds are mostly made up of just the females and the babies, with one head matriarch. The head matriarch of the herd is known as the memory of the herd, so she will remember all the good places for them to be when they travel, whether that be for safe food, safe water, or just being in a safe place. Another good view out on the right. Now for those males, instead, they break off from the herd once they get a little bit older, and then they stay solitary most of their lives. So you'll typically see males by themselves. Though very occasionally you can see them grouping together, making their own smaller herds together, and if they do, it's known as a bachelor herd. You might have noticed as we saw that elephant, it was flapping its ears. Elephants do flap their ears when they get a little too hot, and it helps them cool off some. It creates an air circulation around their bodies, and so it's like them fanning themselves. We're going to keep going to see if we can find any others in the area. It does look like we're going to pass through some red clay pits up here. While we are, look for signs that the other elephants have been around, especially tusk marks in the clay. Elephants like to scrape at clay with their tusks, and then they eat it. It gives them extra vitamins and nutrients for their bodies. Very similar to children eating vitamin gummies. Looks like out to the right, you can kind of see where they scraped up at that clay with those tusks. Let's see if we can find those other ones around here. Now the elephants are very conscious about taking care of their bodies, not only getting extra vitamins and nutrients, but they also take care of their skin. So they do have extremely sensitive skin, and they are able to get sunburned just like we do. Aww. So you might see a lot of elephants looking really dirty a lot of the time. They like to cover themselves in dirt and mud, and that is their natural form of sunscreen. On the right-hand side, you should be able to see those white-bearded wildebeest a little bit better. Just out to the right after that Baobab tree. better view than what you had before. It looks like we did find flamingos. So these flamingos up here are greater flamingos. They're the largest of the flamingo species, but they're the lightest pink. And flamingos don't really hatch pink. So as we come up to them, if you start looking towards the ground, there's little balls of gray fluff. Those are baby flamingos. There's a few of them. There's one really big one, but then there's several little teeny ones. They're super cute. So that's a great way to show people how they don't hatch pink. They hatch as that more grayish white color. Then they're going to gain their pink color as they eat brine shrimp that gives them a beta carotene, and that's what causes them to really turn pink. Though they won't really turn pink until they're about 2 years old.
There's an argument going on over there.
Flamingos are able to start vocalizing inside their eggs too, and that allows their parents to become accustomed to their sounds so they know which one is theirs after they hatch. If you can hear that little tiny cooing sound, that's the little ones.
Aww.
Now, as we are leaving those flamingos, a group of them is known as a flamboyant. So we did just go around a flamboyance of flamingos.
That's great. That's awesome. Oh, there have been some poachers here. Oh no!
So right around here, there's that really big mud pit out on the left. We're gonna look for rhinos again because they like to roll around in the mud, and that looks pretty freshly rolled in. They roll around in the mud for their own kind, but it also makes a really great bug repellent for them. So we're gonna keep going through this area and see if we can find them up here. Oh yeah, there's some rhinos coming up. They're on the right-hand side. They're up on the hill. Let's see if I can give you guys a better view of it right up here. They're up on this hill here. There will be a break in the trees in just a second. So these are white rhinos, and they don't get their name from their color. I'm going to kind of slow roll so everybody gets a chance to kind of look at them. So their name, it comes from their mouth. So if you can see the mouths, they don't look like they have pointed upper lips. Instead, they have very wide, flat mouths. Their name originated from the word white, which is Afrikaans for wide, not white. But white sounded like white, and that's why they got that name, the white rhinos. And on the left-hand side, there's a cheetah. It's pretty active right now. It's a really great view of it.
Great. Here's the cheetah.
So cheetahs, I'm sure you guys already know, they are very fast animals, but they can specifically go up to about 75 miles per hour. They are diurnal cats, so they're more typically active during the day. And they hunt during the day. They have these black lines that will come down from their eyes to help reflect the sun out of their eyes. Very similar to us wearing sunglasses. One thing I think is really cool about them, they have a very flat tail, and that helps them out almost as if it acts as a rudder. So while they are running at very high speeds, or even if they're mid-air, they can change their direction with just the movement of their tail. Up in front of us, these really big rocks are called Kopi rocks. They're usually pretty high up, and they make a great outlook area for animals to get the high ground and see what their surroundings are like. So we're going to keep going around these rocks, see what we can find here. On the right, there's a water buck up on the hill. I'll make sure you guys can see it. The water bucks like to hide, so it's very nice to see there. They usually spend a lot of time near water to jump into the water to get away from their predators. So on the left, there's a lion.
There he is. He's sleeping.
Looks like he's sleeping there. That's a little more typical to see of the lions. They're super lazy big cats, and they sleep for about 18 to 20 hours per day. Unlike the cheetahs, they're not diurnal, but they're nocturnal, so they're more active at night. Throughout the day, their vision is very similar to ours, but at night, theirs gets about 8 times better than our vision. Makes it a lot easier for them to hunt at night. But it won't be the males that hunt, it'll be the females. The males are the ones that will stay back at home, and they'll take care of their cubs. There's also a couple females up there too.
You see the females under the trees?
If you can see his upturned paw, it's really large and it's very padded. That extra padding that they have on their feet like that helps them be very quiet when they do hunt at night. there's a hairy looking rock straight out there. That is a warthog. You see that first tree in the middle? It's just before it, kind of in the sunlight. So warthogs do have warts, like their name tells you. They're these really big padded spots on their faces. It provides protection for their face. You might be able to see them on the other side also. Let's see if I go ahead over here. They also do 2 pairs of tusks that they create burrows with. They're the largest burrowing mammal. Then they back up into their burrows so their tusks point outwards as another form of protection. Out on the back right, there's a bontebok that's laying down. Bonteboks are super unathletic, cannot run or jump very well at all. And also ostrich eggs on the ground, a little bit easier to see here. So ostrich eggs might not seem too large from a distance, but they are extremely large eggs. Make sure everybody stays seated, please. So a single one of them can equal to about 2 dozen chicken eggs. Kind of see those warthogs out there again. But we're going to go ahead and start leaving the savanna up here as we head into a Magadi Glen. So the Magadi Glen is another woodland area, and we're going to pass through it. That means that we are coming up closer to the village. So it does unfortunately mean we're coming up towards the end of our safari up ahead. But as we do go through the Magadi Glen, I am going to let you guys know about a couple ways that you can help out those animals. First off, for the elephants, unfortunately not only poaching hurts them, but so does the habitat loss, so they're losing their homes. So if you are out purchasing any items that are like chips, cakes, cookies, or even chapstick or household cleaners, look at the ingredients to see if they are using palm oil. Palm oil is harvested in the homes and habitats of the elephants, so they're losing those homes. The companies can use alternative oils like sunflower seed oil, coconut oil, or even for chapsticks they can just use goat milk. But they're choosing not to use those, and they're just choosing to use the palm oil. So now whenever you go out and try to get those items, start looking for different brands that are choosing to use alternative oils, or not the palm oil specifically, and you can start helping out with the elephants and saving their homes. Another thing that you could do if you wanted to start helping today, there is a Disney Conservation Fund throughout the park. It helps out all those animals you did just see and their counterparts in the wild. Disney does match all the donations 100%, no matter how big or how little they are. And it does help out a lot. It's even helped with the Jane Goodall Institute, and then with several of those animals you did see too. You can make donations at any of the merchandise locations. If there were any wilderness explorers aboard this truck, you're on the Simba 1. So make sure you go get that safari patch for today. And if you're not done exploring, you want to keep looking for more animals, just at the exit of safaris, there is a walking trail called Gorilla Falls. A lot of really cool animals to see through there, like gorillas or even meerkat, other okapis, hippos, and other monkeys. If you're heading over to Asia instead, they have their own walking trail called the Maharaja Jungle Trek.
We're going to do that
animals
too.
more native to Asia, like Komodo dragons and tigers. The Maharaja Jungle Trek closes at 5, whereas Gorilla Falls closes at 6, so keep those times in mind.
Waiting for clearance to unload.
And one last thing too, before you do leave, we don't like to say goodbye here in Harambe. It's a little bit too sad and too final. Instead, we like to say kwaherini, which means to go well. So kwaherini to you, my friends, if you guys go well, and have a great rest of your day exploring today at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Kwaherini. Okay, here we go.
Kwaherini, have a great day.
Kwaherini. Hello, Angela! Welcome! We just finished the safari. I'm going to sanitize my hands a little bit. I like to sanitize my hands before and after I get on vehicles, just because I've been touching stuff and you never know. So we just finished our safari. We got to see the sleeping lion, and we got to see the giraffes and the zebras. So we're going to head over this way. As you head out the exit, you do have the option to go through Gorilla Falls, and I like to see that you get a really good, nice view of the gorillas. So we're going to head over this way. Whoops. If I don't manage to get myself lost. Hello! Oh, he's right over here. Wonderful! We had a great view of the gorillas today.
And it's his birthday today.
Oh, it's his birthday! Happy birthday!
He is 29.
29.
And That is the Wadi. His brother is Spike.
Wonderful. It's the gorilla's birthday today. He just turned 29.
One more gorilla stuff up in there. Today is his birthday.
There you are.
Oh, I see him.
He's walking back behind the rocks right now.
Walking back behind the rock.
Oh, there he is.
You can see that he's carrying tall leaves with him. And the last guy that I spoke with said that if he has too many leaves to carry, he likes to stick them in his arm. It's another way. Oh, here's a beautiful view of him. This is the best view I've gotten of a gorilla over here.
Okay.
See how he carries the branches in his arm like that? So he can walk and eat at the same time. Beautiful.
There he goes. Oh, the gorilla.
Go over this way, see if we can see him a little better. I love the gorilla falls. I'm gonna go over to this observation area where everyone else is. Excuse me. He's all the way back there now by the waterfall. This is an absolutely gorgeous place to come and take pictures as well. I have so many pictures from Gorilla Falls. Oh, you're welcome, Liz. And if you have a newer phone or a newer camera, the colors are so vibrant. They're so beautiful. I don't believe Ratatouille is open yet. I haven't been over at Epcot in a while, and I haven't seen anything in my news feed, so. Aw, I love it over here. It's so beautiful. They have such a beautiful habitat. Oh, there's another one coming as well. This is the most active I've seen the gorillas anytime I've been over here. They're so beautiful. I'm kind of leaning over the guardrail. I should do that. There we go. So they carry the leaves kind of in their underarm area so they can walk and carry and eat all at the same time. Quite efficient. Hello, beautiful. They are absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy you were able to see them. Sometimes you come out here and you can't see anything, and other times they stand right where you can see them. Wow. Look how close we are. I feel like I can reach out and touch him right now. He's so close. Beautiful. He's like, here's a good one right here. I'm going to take this one. Okay. Hello, Christina. It's not busy here at all. It's really not. I don't think anything has more than, I think the last time I checked, there he goes. You can see both of them. You can see the one up close, and you can see the other one far in the distance. Last time I checked, Flight of Passage had like a 10-minute wait. It's not busy here at all. There he goes. He's going down by the waterfall. So beautiful. Oh, look, he's climbing down. It's a lovely spot to eat. Hi, Cindy. Get a little closer on this side. A very good view of him eating over here. 25 for Flight of Passage? Okay. some space over here. I'm gonna go over here actually.
He weighs over 400 pounds. We have 4 bachelors.
Beautiful.
One back up behind the tree. They are, they're all muscle because they eat a vegetarian diet. In the wild, they eat over 40. They have a wide variety of plants that they eat in the wild.
Exactly. If there's a time to ride Flight of Passage, it's right now. Oh, thank you for my tip jar. I didn't see who that was, but thank you. I hope the tigers are this active when we do the Maharaja trek later. He's so beautiful. He's just sitting on that rock. There we go. Trying to get the waterfall and the gorilla in the background. It's such a beautiful shot. So pretty. He's so beautiful. And as you can see, they do have a natural barrier here. He is close, but he's not close enough, obviously, to hurt anybody. They do have the fences and the gates and stuff up as well, but then they have this moat here, which it'd be very difficult for him to jump over here. So, and there isn't really, like, they have the spiky plants and stuff. There isn't really anything over here that he would want. So he pretty much stays over here. Look at him, so beautiful. I've never seen the gorillas this close before. Oh, I can hear the Wildlife Express. Great. Well, I'm gonna let him enjoy his breakfast and give him some privacy. It was wonderful to see you. Tell your friend happy birthday. Bye. I could stand there all day, but I'm...
Have a great day.
You too, thank you. I'm sure you guys want to see other animals as well, not just the gorillas. But that is the most active and the closest I've ever gotten to them. They're usually hiding in the back. I usually see them either walking through the trees, or they're seated with their back to me, far in the distance. So they just look like a big black rock. So you can hear the Wildlife Express as well. We're making our way back out into the Harambe Village. And we can do the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Have another look at the gorillas over here. Good morning. Thank you. So we're gonna head over this way.
Have you ever used a radio or a walkie-talkie before? Yeah. What do they help you do?
And then lots of walking trails, which is wonderful for streaming. You can go at your own pace and it's different every time. And I just love the walking trails here. Animal Kingdom is probably my favorite park to stream, because it's just so beautiful. And there's so much to see without riding rides. And it's great that they have so many cast members stationed here. So you can ask them any questions you might have. A lot more personal than just Googling. So we're heading into the Endangered Animal Rehabilitation Center.
How are you guys today?
The explorers have been here. They hung up their backpacks and their ropes. Their canteens and their lanterns and their cups. fans in here too, which is really nice. You can see the backside of the safari. You can actually fit 4 Magic Kingdoms. Beware of buffalo. It's quite large. We'll head over here. Hello, Linda. Oh, you can see one far, far in the distance. Can't really see anything right now. Oh, that's a person. Oh. There's somebody bringing out food. Oops, excuse me. And keep heading down this way. I love being here when it's not 100 degrees. It's probably 95, but it's not 100. Asante-san. I'm gonna head up this way. We are exploring the jungle. I'll be excited when Animal Kingdom is open late again, like at night, because I really like Animal Kingdom at night and I really like it in the morning. I don't so much like it in the afternoon, it's too hot. Oop, we're about to see the bats. If you don't like bats, close your eyes. Heading into the research center. Hopefully my stream will hold. Thank you. No food. There's some butterflies on display. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm just gonna sneak through everybody real quick. Okay. We're at trail marker 7. Oh, here are the fish. This is fish and birds. So pretty. Look how little they are. They're so little. Some birds nesting over here, birds and fish. The birds right now are very active. You can see they're all in this enclosure up here. Lots and lots of birds. You can see their nests. You can see the fish. The weather's beautiful, Tammy. There was a chance of a thunderstorm at 10 a.m. and that ended up not happening at all. There isn't a storm cloud in sight, which is wonderful. Here's the underwater tank. Might be able to see some hippos in here. Ooh, some more tropical fish. Hippos over here. Ceiling. Don't see him. I try to come over this way again. I don't quite see him. She said he was on the left wall. I don't see him. Definitely lots of fish though. These walking paths are so soothing. I love this in here with all the flags from the different nations. We have the South African flag up here. Let's see if we can find anything. It's also a nice place to sit and rest in the shade. If you need to take a break while you're doing the trail, if it gets too hot, come in here, take a seat. There are fans and it's covered. Oh, there's the meerkat right there. It's right there.
He's looking for predatory birds.
He's so cute.
Maybe I could learn different behaviors.
He's like, wait, where did I leave my keys?
Right? How you interact.
Did I leave them in the kitchen? That's me. There's some other ones down here. There was one that was looking right at me. They're so cute.
You were in Africa and you saw this.
I haven't been to the tiger exhibit yet. I'm going to Asia next. So we'll check right over there. This one's on the lookout up here. He's checking for predatory birds. And then the other ones are walking around looking for food.
And that's really what lions are.
This is the gorilla trek. It's right next to the Kilimanjaro safaris. You can actually go through it as you're exiting, but when you make your way back out into Harambe Village, hang a right. It's right there. You can see one digging in the back.
What are some other clues you could look for to know where the lions are? Oh, maybe find some droppings. Yeah, looking for feces is one of the number one things that researchers will look for. What else might you be able to find?
This one is, he's on lookout duty up there. He's just keeps patrolling, make sure there aren't any birds that are going to swoop down and take him away.
Do you have any pets at home? Yeah, what pets
Beautiful. So we're going to do that way. And they have the wilderness explorers too. They're still doing that, so I might do that sometime. That'd be fun. Oh no, we've just done the we have just done the safari so far.
Here, yeah, in the distance you can see
Oh, they're in the corner over there.
youngsters hanging out on the outskirts of the cave where Daddy and Mama and Baby are. Up close here is the other mama with her youngster as well as one of the other female youngsters.
Can you see over there in the corner?
Everybody's just kind of relaxing in the shade right now until they get hungry again. The baby seems to not be moving around very much right now.
I like how he's sitting with his feet up in the air. That's how I sit sometimes.
Yeah, feet up in the air. There's just like that dot right there.
We have not gone through the bat exhibit yet.
And we're sliding down.
One dot.
There is a pillar in the way right now, but once we move up, we'll get a better view of them. You see them? Leaning on their side. We'll get a really great view of them. Oh, they're so close I could touch them. They're right on the other side of the glass. There's the mom and the two babies, and they're just hanging out in the shade until it's time for lunch. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh! Oh, there's a mama with a baby over here. There's the baby. Can you see the baby? They're running around. They're very active today. Beautiful. Okay, I want the kids to be able to say so. That was so cool. I saw the baby. A little baby. Oh, I hear the train. Okay, make our way over this bridge. There's a decent amount of shade today as well. It's a lot of cloud cover, so it's not completely 100% on the sun. As far as an August day in Florida, it's very nice. And the fans help a lot. Head over here one more time. By the bridge.
Don't they have a great yard? If I didn't have to maintain it, I would have to.
Yeah, I get it.
I love all the fans they have set up. The lush tropical landscape. So beautiful. I'm gonna head out back this way. Another stop on the Wilderness Explorers Trail. Ooh, this is a nice place to cool off. Beautiful waterfall right over here. Columbus monkeys, I don't see them right now. It feels pretty nice to me today. But that one day at Epcot, whew, that was hot. It was direct sunlight and it was like 107. So today feels nice. Okay, so that is the exit to Gorilla Falls. So let's head out back into Harambe Village. I visited all 4 parks since they've reopened. And I've really been enjoying the tranquility of Animal Kingdom. I didn't really appreciate it as a kid, but I do now. So we'll head back out. We're back in Harambe Village. I actually would like to go over to Asia and show you guys the Maharaja jungle trek so we can see the tigers. So we'll head over there. Burriti, burriti.
And where?
So we're heading back towards Discovery Island, which is where we came in, and then we're going to head over to Asia and do the jungle trek. But you'll definitely get your steps in at Animal Kingdom. It is the largest park by far. Back over here by Tamu Tamu again. So, Tusker House. So if you listen carefully when you're around here, you used to be able to, I'm not sure if you still can, but you used to be able to hear like people banging pots and pans together and people talking up on the rooftops. I'm not sure if that's still there. But normally you would head down this way to see Festival of the Lion King. That is not currently open. So we're gonna head out this way and we're gonna head over to Asia and look at the tigers. It's extremely quiet. The whole day feels like the park just opened. No characters, just a regular boat. Another little walking path over there, over by Creature Comforts. If you need to get some coffee, there's the Starbucks right here. Though if it is this hot outside, you should drink water or something. Coffee will just dehydrate you. It is very nice. Not crowded at all. And you can see as the architecture changes and the music and the animals. So you're making our way back to Discovery Island. And there is a relaxation station over here if you need to take your mask off for a little while. It definitely has a much more tropical island vibe over here. It's more like Caribbean, or you get a more Caribbean vibe over here. I really like the aesthetic of Discovery Island. I think it's really beautiful. Back over to the Tree of Life. Do one more little once around as we make our way over to Asia. Oh wow, there's the bird over there. That's beautiful. So you'll have no trouble getting your picture taken in front of the Tree of Life. There's practically no one over here. It's the Discovery Trading Company. Here's the Wilderness Explorers Club. And here's the entrance to It's Tough to Be a Bug. So we're gonna head back over there. If you head over to the right, you're going to hit Dinoland USA and the Flame Tree Barbecue. And if you keep going straight this way, you're gonna go right into Asia. So we'll do that next. Because we wanna see the tigers. Wow. Never a dull moment here at the Disney's Animal Kingdom. Oh, you get nothing done. It's okay. I should really be doing laundry right now, but I'm at Animal Kingdom. You're not alone. This is normally where you would meet Mickey and Minnie. Where are those parrots? Where'd they go? So we make our way into Asia. You can see how intricately carved the sign is. And you see how the landscape slowly changes from a more island feel, tropical feel, to Asia and a more Middle Eastern feel, Far Eastern feel. You can see the elephants carved into the stonework. Wow, here come the other ones. The birds are loud today. See any characters? You see the boats up with their supplies. You can even see Coca-Cola down there. Coca-Cola is a major sponsor here at the Walt Disney World Resort, so you'll see lots of Coca-Cola stuff. So every time we pass over a bridge, it's good to check and see if the pontoons are going by with the animals in them. I haven't seen them yet. I love all the lily pads and the boats. So we've made our way into Asia. Absolutely beautiful over here. The whole place is absolutely beautiful. You see lots of Coca-Cola signs. There's the Yak and Yeti. If you're wondering where the Yak and Yeti is, it's right over here. Another Coca-Cola sign. So you can see we are headed to the Maharaja Jungle Trek, so it's right next to Cali River Rapids. It's right over here. So. Hello, Kevin. There's rickshaws. You can see the tire tracks in the ground and the animal footprints. No detail was overlooked when they were designing Animal Kingdom. They really wanted it to feel as authentic as possible. So head over this way. You can hear Everest all the way over there. Cali River Rapids is only 5 minutes right now, but we're not going to go on that. I'm sure it would feel amazing, but I need to stay dry while I'm holding equipment.
Oh yeah, this is where we are. So this is the stroll.
Well, that's good to know. You won't get as wet as you used to. That is not true of the Bilge-Rat barges at Universal. Made that mistake. It's like, oh, well, the Olive isn't open, so they don't have the thing where they can spray you with water. Yeah, but they still dump like 10 gallons of water on you as you go by. So we're gonna head right into the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Let's see, monkeys, tigers, and dragons. Good morning, how are you?
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Actually, just right over by the train. Maybe we'll finish with that today. It says, jungle trekkers, please apprehend that tigers are frequently encountered in ruins ahead. Oh. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for the tigers. Anybody in here? Ooh, you can see they have the mist fans out. There's a fan right over here. I will check. Head in here. I thought that the bat enclosure was over the other way, but I think the bats are in here. Oh, hello. And back up this way. I like to eat watermelon. Head out this way. Ooh. Let's see if we can see any tigers today. Trying to keep my distance. Oh, there's the baby. The tigers are out today. The last time I was here, they were all sleeping.
If you've ever seen the advertisement for 8 billion trees, they are tied in with the conservation efforts of many other people, including the Disney Conservation Fund, all trying as hard as possible to reestablish habitat, which is our best hope of saving this species, the Sumatra tiger, from certain extinction within just years. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your interest and your support of these tigers. You'll see Sony further on down the trail.
So pretty. Oh, there we go. That's a better view over. Beautiful. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Aw, she's looking right at me.
Jenna just retrieved his bone. I don't know if you were here, but a certain vulture had his sights on it.
Oh, no.
Jenna said, oh, no.
Unacceptable. Aw, so beautiful.
Cheetah went in the water, picked his toy out of the water, and now he's back to the bone. Where he's heading right now, you'll be able to see him up close and personal.
Great.
In the next window down there.
Wonderful.
Keeps moving. There's a second viewing area, second window down there as well.
Great. Let's go look at the windows. He's making his way down to the second viewing area, so we'll head down there. We are walking through Tiger Forest. This is the Maharaja Jungle Trek. This is located in Asia. So if you're heading into Asia, just keep heading to the right, and you'll eventually go right into it. It's down past Kilimanjaro. I'm sorry, Kilimanjaro, Cali River Rapids.
Alex, turn around. Alex, turn around. Take a picture.
Oh, here she is. Beautiful. Right over here behind the grass.
So much better, guys, over here. Oh, snap! This is so close.
So we have Jenna exploring this area.
Excuse me.
Up close and personal, and I believe he's looking for just the right cool spot.
I'm gonna keep going.
He'll take a nap.
Hello. Head back over this way.
Now it's like most pets don't, but the tigers, for whatever reason, love them in the water.
So they try to keep the tigers as enclosed as possible with glass windows and stuff. Actually gonna make my way back around. This is such a beautiful trail.
That's right, exactly. Because you know where tigers like to live. What kind of habitat?
Ooh, the birds again. The birds are very active today.
Well, Sony is down here right now. Melissa's backstage.
Maybe she'll walk right over here. Here she comes, right over here in front of the bus.
Cheetah does look large and impressive, but he is the smallest subspecies of tiger on Earth, severely endangered. almost to the point of extinction. So we have 4 here. Now we're so happy to have them. We have 4. We have mom and dad, and we have 2 kids who are going to turn 3. Cheetah there and his sister are going to turn 3 in just a few days. They were born here. They were born here.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful tigers. Happy I was able to get another view of them. The tigers are much more active than they were the last time I was here. They were all sleeping. They were all sleeping and hiding. When I was here before, the guide said they had just had their breakfast and they were having a little post-breakfast snooze, so they were much more active this time. As were the gorillas. Oh wow, it's a beautiful view. The wildebeests. These fans everywhere. Here's the back side of the tiger enclosure, I believe. So you see the tigers around there.
The geese that are over here are also from Asia. They're called bar-headed geese, and they live
With all
near
the little
Himalayan
details in
mountains.
Asia.
They can fly up to 30,000 feet.
I think the air would be too thin, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they actually have specialized blood so that they can get their oxygen throughout the whole body.
Beautiful. I know I showed these last time. There was beautiful, intricately carved bench. Beautiful, intricately carved bench. Bench. Regular bench. Regular bench. Pretty bench. This bench looks like an octopus. So beautiful. The carving and everything. You really do feel like you're in a temple in like Burma. Make our way through the red pavilion. It's like I'm in Disney World, but I actually still get that little like, oh, am I going into a hidden temple? Back this way. There's another view of the tiger. You can see it in the background. Pacing around, trying to find a good spot to take a nap, I'm sure. Beautiful. Can you see him? Are the plants in the way? There he is. Gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. We'll make our way into the aviary. Birds are very active this morning. And there are all the different kinds of birds that you can see. So if you'd like to try to play I Spy, or you just like to learn a little something, 36 different types of birds, 36 different species of birds. Hello. This one right on the path. Beautiful. Look at the coloring on this bird. Right up to them. So beautiful. They're like an Easter egg. Hello, friend. You look like Kevin. They have like the coloring of a peacock. So beautiful. Excuse me. Excuse me. I made a friend. Okay, let's go. Be careful on these. I don't want to slip. It's a beautiful little fountain over here. Hello. Some very beautiful birds over here. Whoop! There's one walking in the path. The animals are so much more active than they were last time I was here. Oh, they were just fed. That's why. It's feeding time. Look at the blue color on that bird. It's gorgeous. We're gonna follow this guy, see where he's going. Greetings. We have to walk like him too. We have to make sure we do that with our neck. Hi. Well, you have a lovely day. It's nice to see you. Look, there's another. I'm late for work. Ah! Whoa. They will fly right by you. Okay. There are also guides here, usually. They don't have them out, but you can just look at the picture that they have posted. Okay. Bye, birds. Bye, bird friends. These are some heavy doors, these are. Okay. Making our way back to the train. Oh, here's some drums. And you used to be able to hear, at least especially near Kali River Rapids, that was, or Kali River Rapids, that was originally supposed to be called Tiger River Run. And you should be able to hear the sound of chainsaws, which is supposed to, you know, show the destruction of the rainforest. So. Oh, you're welcome. It doesn't even bother me. It doesn't even bother me. It really doesn't. I don't. This goofy mask that I have on is very well ventilated. It's very easy to breathe through. So that was the Maharaja Jungle Trek. So let's see when the next Wildlife Express is. We were just over in Africa, but we'll head back over there. And we'll take the train over to... The last time I was here, it wasn't back open yet. Hello, Austin. I think I needed to leave by 10 o'clock or something, and the first train didn't run until 9:30, so that's why I didn't do it last time. Let's head on over. Oh, the clouds feel great. Either that or I've just acclimated so much that 95 feels like 75 to me, because that's what it feels like. It's cloudy, there's air conditioning from the stores. It's wonderful. That's pretty. That's a really beautiful dress right there. Okay. Let's head back over to Africa. I'm not wearing my ears today. I have sunglasses on my head, but I'm wearing my goofy mask right now. I'm a bit of a sweaty mess. But this is the goofy mask I have on right now. I'll flip it around, show you guys. Hello. So my mask is goofy. I have the goofy nose and the goofy teeth, and it's nice though, because it's you're walking and it's kind of like you're smiling at people, even, you know, even though they can't see it. So that's my mask.
You wear that shirt, expect no one to say that.
You're the first person ever to say
Oh, really? There you go. What up, dog?
Oh, here come the animals. Good timing. Here come Rafiki. We caught one. Yay! Hello!
Alright. Hey friends, the morning Rafiki are coming by. You want to take a peek? Oh, right there.
party boat. The Animal Kingdom does close at 6 now, so you would be able to see the bioluminescence because the sun doesn't set until almost 9.
Hey, Rafiki! It's a move! Alright!
We'll have to watch them the other way too.
Alright!
There they go. Bye!
Mom, here.
See you later. We got one. We saw a character barge. I really do love the coloring of Discovery Island the best. The more time I spend here. Dino Land is down that way. We're gonna head back over this way. I only think I did the Tree of Life once, so I like their costumes. It is a very good way to show the characters. I've been a huge fan of the cavalcades. I think they've been wonderful because you get. Oh, look at the little baby camel. Camel. He's so teeny. Sorry, I get distracted by things. Because you get all the character interaction. If anything, I feel like you get a more personalized character interaction because there are less people, because it's shorter. I don't know. I really like the cavalcades. I think they were a fantastic idea. You have pressed pennies as well. So we'll go back over to Africa. The Otter Grotto. Should we look at some otters down here? Oh, I went in the exit. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Nobody saw that. That didn't happen. Nope, I don't see any. My goofy voice is not so good. I could say gosh. That's about the most I can do, is just like gosh. The Tree of Life Garden. Rafiki's Planet Watch is right over here. What's for lunch, Michelle? I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. over to Africa. See the intricately carved sign. Beautiful.
All right. Okay, sorry there. Okay.
Straight ahead.
Port of East Africa. So this is a port village. We're in the port of Harambe right now. Okay. Oh, someone's knocking. Hello. You can hear little sound, just like on Main Street, you can hear little sound effects. People in the windows talking, stuff like that. So we'll head over to Rafiki's Planet Watch. Oh, that shade feels nice. Right next to the Gorilla Falls exploration. I should have come here before going over to Asia. I just really wanted to see the tigers. Africa. Okay. Let's head over this way. Oh, those fans feel good. Bird crossing. And while we're on the train, I'm going to try to charge my phone. If it does die before, I apologize. I'll start a part 2. Backstage journey. Okay. Just one, yes.
Right on into the first green dot.
Thank you. I do. Last thing we do today. I figure we can take the train over, pop over, and then I'm gonna head out. Hello, George. Oh, I hear a train. Here you see the crossing going down. might lose reception. If I do, I apologize. I've never streamed over here before. I'm not sure yet. No livestock. Yes. Okay, thank you. Be in the second row right up here. This is free to go on. This is how you get back and forth to Planet Watch. This is called the Wildlife Express. Okay, I'm just gonna plug in my gimbal. Hopefully it doesn't get all wonky. Just 1 second. There we go. Perfect. Oh, it's nice to be sitting in the shade. Whoops. It always does that when I plug my battery pack in. There we go.
Let's get some air conditioning this bad boy. Let's get some air filtering this bad boy.
We're just waiting to be dispatched. So yes, this is the Express. Sorry, I'm a lot. This is the Wildlife Express.
Greetings, friends.
Greetings.
And welcome aboard the Wildlife Express. For a safe journey, remember to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Sit all the way back against the bench.
Bye. Oh, that air feels nice.
Be sure to watch
Bye.
your shoulder. Asante.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Wildlife Express. Para que tengan un viaje seguro.
It's been here for years. A lot of people just walk right by it. It's kind of tucked away. It's tucked back to the side of Kilimanjaro Safaris. It's actually like right next to it.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express with service to repeat this planet. Here, you'll discover a wide range of animal adventures from the affection segment, where you can get up close and personal with domesticated animals like goats and sheep and more, to sneak peeks at animal care and veterinary nutrition and science centers. Also, be sure to check out the animation experience at Conservation Station, where you can learn to draw your favorite Disney characters inspired by live animals from one of our animators. The tradition of animals and animation reaches all the way back to Walt Disney himself and his long-standing passion for conservation. He believed it was important that we protect our wildlife and preserve our natural world. This sense of motivation shaped his legacy.
You get to see backstage as well, which is great.
The very adventures we offer here.
This is backstage at Animal Kingdom. We are by Warthog Building 12. See people's cars and stuff.
Keep an eye out for some of the exciting wildlife we might encounter along the way, and the highly trained specialists who care for them. From ostriches and rhinos to the mighty African elephants.
There's a big ostrich right up here.
Airport, here at
I know,
Disneyland
just an ostrich.
are some of the very same animals that inspired animated classics like The Lion King, The Jungle Book, and more.
really good view backstage.
Did you know Bambi was the first animated feature to bring live animals into the studio?
No, I did not.
In the 1940s, Walt Disney and his animators modeled characters from the film after the movies and natural behaviors of their real-life counterparts. Even with the latest advances in computer animation, this tradition continues today as animators travel throughout the world to observe animals in their own surroundings. And that includes here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Bye, cast members. Enjoy your break.
We are now approaching Conservation Station at Rafiki's Planet Watch. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please sit all the way back against the fence and avoid leaning out toward the rail. Remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit. Go well and explore.
It is bumpy. Okay, here we are. We're at the station.
It's quiet over here.
Okay. You may now disembark.
Should see okay.
Heading over to the conservation station. They now have a live animation demonstration. I don't know if they like to rhyme things here. Affection section, conservation station, animation, presentation. Make our way over. There's Rafiki to welcome us to his Planet Watch. Welcome. Asante sana. It's very shaded over here. Very nice. Hello, Ryan. He's like, keep going, you're almost there.
We already did this. What in the heck are we doing?
Wow, it's a very long walk from the train. I haven't done this in so long, I couldn't remember how far away it was. Well, I did the safari, which I guess counts as a ride. But mostly walkthroughs today. They're easier to stream and they're just a lot of fun.
human.
You're welcome.
Please wear a face covering at all times, except when activating
I'm okay.
while stationary. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth.
I have a Gatorade. I'm okay. Thank you. Here we are. This is, for those of you who've never been here before, this is Conservation Station, and hopefully, this is normally where you would go in, but they have it designated as an exit right now. Hopefully, my reception's okay back here. And this is also the way to get to the animation experience. And they would normally have something called the affection section, which is their petting zoo, so to speak, which is still open, but you're just not able to pet the animals right now. And they have a cold case here with lots of, what are they? Animations. Great, we're gonna head in this way. We're in between animation experiences right now. Oh, it smells very good. Headed this way. So it's a little museum in here, and it is also a working, oh, it starts in 10 minutes. Oh, head this way. I'm okay, Cindy. You don't sound too perky, girl. No, it's fine. It's definitely hot today. I am getting a little tired, but I'm okay. So through here, you will see exhibits where they do surgery on animals. I don't see anything going on right now. And they also have the ever popular match the feces with the species. That's been there for years and years and years. It always cracks me up. So we do have wildlife experts inside doing tests. And this is a real working laboratory as well. So they work on the hormones and feeding patterns, and they're trying to learn as much. Oh, they're kissing. They're trying to learn as much about the animals as they can. And here is the animation experience which they've added. I've never had a chance to do this before, but I'm gonna do this another time. Whew. Next time I'm over at Animal Kingdom, I'm gonna do that. The animation experience actually takes up quite a large part of Conservation Station. So this is over here if you are interested in seeing it. Last time I was here, I remember this whole thing being open. We're gonna head over this way. Looks like they put in some all new carpet and stuff in here. This is all brand new over here. I haven't been over here in years. Show you guys some of the outside. They do have animation experience showtimes. Current showtimes for that. And then here is the affection section. We'll come over and see some of the animals. Yes, if you take the Wildlife Express, it takes you over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is all about, oh, they looks like they usually do some sort of animal show over here. Oh. Normally you would be able to come in here and pet them, but with everything going on right now, you're not going to do that. Did it go? This is weird. Hello, friend. Aww. So you can see all the, this used to be where you could sit, and then there would be It's almost like, it's like part playground, part affection section, part petting zoo, but we're not able to pet them right now. So this was Rafiki's Planet Watch. Ooh, this is nice. It's soft over here. So if you're looking for something to do, someplace to bring the kids that's educational, or you'd just like to try something different, or if you'd like to try the animation experience, if you're looking for the animation experience that is over here right now. So I'm actually not sure if I'm going to do a part 2. I think that's just going to be it for today. So we're going to head back over to the train, get back on, and we'll head back over to civilization. It's gonna start getting, oh thank you, you too. It's extremely hot. So when I come to Animal Kingdom, I like to try to stream in the morning, and it's just about noon now, so it's getting to be the hottest part of the day. If I was to do a part 2, it was only because my phone, I was worried that my phone was gonna die, and I didn't want you guys to think that I wasn't gonna come back. So we're gonna head back, but I will definitely be back at Animal Kingdom, Linda. It's one of my favorite parks to stream. I just prefer to stream it in the morning if I can. Otherwise it just gets too hot. Exactly, yes. I am your guinea pig, so to speak. I also like to show people a lot of the details that they don't usually have time for, or can usually, 20-minute waits. If you're waiting, it would be 20 minutes from this point. Or you don't usually see. So, you're welcome. Plus, if I'm out in the sun too hot, my phone might overheat, so. Streamer problems. So we'll just keep it to just about 2 hours today. From 10 to 12. But if you can, I would have gotten here earlier, but I live 2 hours away, and I didn't want to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I would have loved to have gotten here right at opening and done like 8 to 11 like last time. But it's hard when you live kind of far away. Animal Kingdom, just in my opinion, is the best in the morning. But yes, the 2 hours of walking and the heat is getting to me a little bit. So I think rather than push myself too much, I think it's a good time to stop. So we're just gonna wait for the train. But you guys got to see Conservation Station and the new animation experience. And it looks very different from the last time I was in there. I hear a train going over the crossing. This is a tree. And I take this opportunity to point out a few of my favorite plants. Very soothing music over here. It's very nice. Oh, here comes the train. I don't know if we'll be able to make this one, but it's just me. It's just little old me. Will is not here. He's at work today. He's usually only with me on the weekends because he works during the week. But I work from home, and when I do work from home, I usually work in the morning. So I have pretty much the rest of the day free. I did take this morning off so I could be here in the morning because I really, really do prefer to be in Animal Kingdom in the morning. Florida in general, anywhere really, between the hours of 12 and 3 is pretty bad, so. When do I plan to stream again and from where? I'm actually not sure when my next park passes. What's today? Wednesday? I'm actually not sure. I feel so unprepared. I know I'm absolutely going to be doing trivia next Tuesday, and I have another stream sometime next week. I'm just not sure when it is. I need to be better at knowing my schedule off the top of my head. But I like to stream at least 3 times a week. So keep an eye on the Facebook page. And there is a schedule posted on our website as well. So that gets updated frequently. So make sure to check there too. But like I said, I like to do about 3 streams a week. If I lived closer, I'd be able to do more, but there are some trees. That's okay. Well, actually, this is a great way to tell you guys this is a good time to subscribe to YouTube. We're going to be putting more content on YouTube soon. And you can also like us on Facebook at Streaming the Magic. And then you won't miss any of my streams. It'll just pop up right in your newsfeed. And you'll say, oh, I wonder where Michelle is today. But I'm happy I was able to come over to Animal Kingdom today. I love the safari. I feel like it doesn't have the chaotic energy of like a normal amusement park or theme park. You just walk around, look at trees, look at flowers, look at animals. Hi.
With this family, we're completely full.
Okay.
The train will be back in about 10 minutes.
That's fine.
So I'm going to go all the way down to that bridge and
Okay, thank you.
pleasure. Hi, friends. This is
So normally with social distancing, it's about half full. So I'm gonna head all the way down here, but we'll be able to watch the train pull away. Actually gonna sit on this bench. Why not? There's a bench here. I might as well sit on it. So we can say goodbye to the train. Goodbye. They have all this stuff up on the top. And they are off. So as you can see, normally they would pack people in shoulder to shoulder, but they're only seating about 2, 4, 6-ish. That's one group. So it's three families per car. No matter how many people are in your family, it's 3 families per car. This is Rafiki's Planet Watch. Yes. You were close when you said Rafiki. It is Rafiki's Planet Watch. So the next train should be back soon. Get some of the posters. Disney Nature Monkey Kingdom. There goes a van, or a truck. So this, as you can see by the name Conservation Station, this area is extremely dedicated to conservation of not only the animals, but the habitats, and learning as much as we can about the animals, how we can help them. So it is definitely a working laboratory, much like the land is in Epcot. There are real animal experts, animal specialists here who study the animals, study what they eat, where they live, how they sleep. So it is not a zoo, as they say. This is a real working conservatory dedicated to animals. So it's really wonderful that they have this here. They do. They have a new thing called the animation experience. They were actually in between them when we were in there, so we didn't get to see it. But yes, I'd love to try that sometime. That'd be really fun. It takes up a good amount of the inside. I was actually surprised. There used to be much more exhibits in there, but the animation experience takes up a good chunk of it, and it's such a cool thing. I think they're really trying to get people to come out here. So it was a good idea to put it here, but I could definitely see why they chose here because it seems kind of out of the way, but if you're trying to get more foot traffic, it's definitely a good idea when it was normal. So we are just waiting for the next train, and then we will head back to Africa. So now we're looking at trees and ceiling fans. So how's everyone doing today? How's the weather where you are? I'm so happy that the weather cooperated here. You're no artist. I think it'd be really fun though. And they have stuff like that. I don't know how in-depth it is, but I remember a few years ago they had something like that at the Festival of the Arts at Epcot, which is my favorite festival. I love Food and Wine and I love Flower and Garden Flip, but the Festival of the Arts is by far my favorite. And it was cool because the year that it premiered was also on my birthday. And they had this whole big Epcot exhibit before they redid the Odyssey. And turned it into the Epcot experience. They had this basically art gallery filled with Mary Blair paintings and all this concept artwork from Epcot, and it was one of the best birthdays I've ever had. It was so beautiful. Ooh, 82 in San Diego today. Cool. I don't have anything that identifies me as a former cast member. I am just a current annual pass holder. Oh, Bucks County. I saw that Bucks County got some pretty terrible weather. It's so funny that ECES just completely missed us. We got a little bit of wind and a little bit of rain, but no more so than a regular thunderstorm. So it was very strange to see that we were completely unscathed, but then look at where like my parents live in southeastern Pennsylvania and have that just be like absolutely destroyed. So I hope that everybody's okay. I saw that cars flipped over and buildings, the roofs were blown off and stuff. I was like, whoa, we didn't get any of that. We're the ones that live on the beach in Florida. So yes, sorry, I missed your comment before. I live in Vero Beach, which is about 2 hours southeast of Orlando. So it does take me a little bit to get out here. But it's worth it. Definitely worth a 2-hour drive. I consider myself a local. A 2-hour drive is actually not that bad. I'd rather be able to drive 2 hours than have to go to the airport, get an airplane ticket, get on a plane. And it's a pretty nice drive too. All we do is, there's actually 2 ways you can go. One's a tollway, one's a toll-free way. I prefer to go the toll-free way because it adds like 10 minutes and you save all the tolls. But you basically just take 95 to 182 to 535 and you're right there. My parents are fine. Yes, they're absolutely fine. I was just surprised that that area that they live in got hit so hard. Because they're like, are you sure you want to move to Florida? What about all the hurricanes? And it's like, the worst hurricane I ever lived through so far was Sandy. And that was when I was living in East Greenville, Pennsylvania. So living in Florida hasn't been that bad. an hour and a half to get to Disneyland. Yeah, that's not so bad. I would consider anything under 4 hours to be a day trip. 4 hours is kind of pushing it, but... Hello, Robert! We were just waiting for the train. The first one we got on right away. The one here we got on right away. The one on the way back. We're still waiting for it. I hope it's not forever. I want to show you guys interesting stuff. So here's the station. Hopefully the train will be here soon. Oh, I hear the whistle. Here comes the train. You're welcome. There's first aid services. Because we really are backstage right now. Like we're on stage and we're backstage at the same time. It's pretty cool. My favorite park actually changes. I'm not sure. It used to be Epcot for a long time, but the state of Epcot right now is honestly kind of sad. It's hard for me to go over there because I just think of it in its former glory. I do love Magic Kingdom. It all depends on what mood I'm in that day, I guess. Whoop, that definitely sounds like a train. Here it comes. The train is approaching. Please stay behind the yellow line. So I'll show you guys the train, and then we will say our goodbyes. So sad. Thank you to the 82 people that are staying with me. Here comes the train. Looks like we're going to be right in the front. I love the stuff they have on the top. It's like, you forgot your suitcase. You're welcome, Donna.
I thought you meant like LCC type of
Well, yeah, scan your credit card.
It's funny, there are a lot of people here. I mean, relatively speaking. I'm not the only one. Especially with Animal Kingdom, if you don't feel like getting wet and you don't want to ride a roller coaster and you've done all the walkthroughs and you have small children, this is a good place to bring them because it's a train and it's great for families. Whereas normally they would probably go to Finding Nemo the musical or Festival of the Lion King. Since those are closed and those both have really, really high capacity, normally I don't think Rafiki's Planet Watch would have this many people here. One. It's one. Okay.
Last further on the right, back into the left.
Thank you.
You can follow her in the same road back.
We are going to be right behind the engine, which is a diesel engine. See the back of the windows. The safari was actually a couple of hours ago. I did the safari right at 10. So we'll take the train back and then we will say goodbye to Animal Kingdom. I'm just so happy that the weather cooperated. I'm extremely happy that it did not thunderstorm. It might later today, but hopefully not till later. The weather has been perfect. I'm actually not sure. I haven't timed it. But if you wanted to walk around the entire park, I'd say at least 45 minutes to an hour to see everything. Not even to ride the rides, just to walk around. I would give yourself like an hour. And you still might not even see everything. I just did Africa and Asia today and I'm pooped. Behind here. They're going through, they're closing all the doors. One nice thing about lower capacity is that it loads faster, so you don't have quite as many people. Our car only has 3 families on it, and it's all, and we're wearing masks, so. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. There's just so much to show. And of course I wanted to do the safari and the Maharaja jungle trek. Including rides, what do I think?
Greetings, friends, and welcome aboard the Wildlife Express. We hope you enjoy.
I would give yourself at least a full day to do everything. Especially with lunch breaks and stuff. I definitely got some energy too.
Sit all the way back down the finish, and please be sure to watch your trunk.
Bienvenidos. Comenzamos ahora nuestro viaje de regreso a la aldea africana. Para su seguridad, permanezcan sentados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas derechas. Siéntense hasta atrás, pegados al respaldo de la radio. Por favor, cuiden la distancia. Gracias.
Welcome aboard the Wildlife Express. Service for Rafiki's Planet Watch.
I really miss the Walt Disney World Railroad. I would love to stream that. It would be so much fun. But hopefully as soon as Tron reopens, they'll figure out a way to do that in the social distance way. I mean, if they can do that in the social distance way, I don't see the social distance way. I don't see why they couldn't do that in the social distance way.
Walt Disney's True Life Adventure series touched the hearts of millions of viewers, inspiring the spirit of conservation and the growth of nature documentaries we see today. That same power is visually inspired creation.
There's a barcode on the back of the book.
Storytelling tradition.
Back in the village of Harambe. Hello! They're having lunch. That's a cool place to sit and eat. Harambe Station. This stop, Harambe Station. With continuing service to Hoboken, New Jersey. I'm just kidding. Hoboken, Weehawken. Okay, here we are. We will remain seated until he opens the doors, and then we will exit. We're back! We made it back to civilization. Whoops, stepped out on my flip-flop. This is the Kutuka way out. So thank you guys so much for watching my stream today. I really hope that you enjoyed our safari trek together. We saw tigers. We didn't see bears, oh my. We did see lions and tigers, but no bears. So thank you guys so much. We got to see Rafiki and Timon go by on the barge. We got some character interaction in. So if you like these and you'd like to see more of them, my name is Michelle, and I stream with Streaming the Magic. So make sure you go ahead and like our Facebook page and our YouTube page as well. I'm not sure when my next stream is. I know I have another park reservation coming up soon. So just go ahead and visit our website, Streaming the Magic, and you can get a full schedule of when the next stream is going to be. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, take care of each other, and I will see you all soon. Bye.
Have faith in your dreams.